Welcome to the next project. Today we're going to be taking a look at what will become the next project. We're going to do an unboxing of a Thomann Harley Benton SC kit. It's a single cutaway made to resemble a Les Paul. We're going to review the components that come in the kit. In the next video I'll actually be assembling the kit and giving you some feedback as to how everything goes. Let's start the next project. We have two sets of instructions, a German copy and a copy in English. Protecting the environment is the last page, so it tells you not to throw it away when you're done building it. That's good to know. Pickups. And it's actually marked with N for neck and B for bridge. And it does appear to be wax potted. Some strings. Don't know who made those, but that's okay. We'll need them for initial setup, so it'll be good enough for that. Bag of parts. We have control covers and a pick guard. That's okay. We have some control knobs. Volume and tone knobs, good enough quality. We have our control switch. It's pre-wired, again has the quick connect plugs. Actually stays in position pretty well. Tone and volume controls. The soldering looks pretty good. I'll have to touch this up. It is the lead on the output jack. Could use a little touch up of solder. Everything turns equally. Here we have the all-important guitar cable. We have Allen key for the truss rod. Tailpiece and the bridge. We've got a little issue with the bridge. I don't know if you can see that. I had to deal with this on Harley Benton guitars before, where one of the screws, adjustment screws for the saddle is loose, and there's a little retainer clip in there that needs to be put in the right place. Okay, 1, 2, 4, 5. We've got all the parts there. Got all the parts here. Okay, so the tuning machines and the bridge are complete. Interesting shape, it matches the body contour, chrome plated. A jack mounting plate, again chrome plated. A truss rod cover, actually kind of like the shape of it. Here's a selector ring. You can feel the edges, which is not a big deal. It will need a little touch up. The nut is plastic. I'm gonna have to check something here. There's a little angle to the way that the neck is cut. It runs off in that direction just a hair. So it's not perfectly square on these two corners, but it's actually very close, and I don't think it will cause a problem. Side marker dots are hitting right in the middle of the edge binding. Edge binding looks good on both sides. The radius on the neck is nicely smoothed into the binding. The finish of the neck is nice. It's a satin. It's got a scarf joint. They did a very good job. Nice tight joint. No gaps between the binding and the wood. It looks very good. A couple of little nicks in the wood below the binding. On this side it'll be covered up by the body. The headstock sports the Harley Benton modified open book cut. These do have a two-way truss rod in them. It's a good truss rod that's in it. The inlays are good. Smooth. Before they put in the frets, I wish they would have finished the fingerboard a little bit more. There's a bunch of really fine sanding lines running with the length of the neck. It's like a little bit of glue coming out from underneath that fret, which is surprising to me. The neck looks good. Good uniform finish, no flaws in the finish. The wood kind of flat sawn. Body feels good. How many pieces of wood is this? 1, 2, 3. 3 for sure. Little nick in the wood there. So yes, we have 1, 2, 3. How many for the cap? 1, 2, 3 for the cap also. Some irregularity in the grain. Little chip there. Honestly, the binding, they did a good job on it. They have the pockets, top pockets routed a little deeper so the shaft of the volume and tone will fit through. Just barely, but just enough.